What's up, this is GM, and before I start, I want to tell you about TubeBuddy. In case you don't know, TubeBuddy is a free website that will help you manage and grow your YouTube channel. Thanks to them, some of my videos even show up as top results. Want to give them a try? Check the description below for the link. Today's product is Champhox's GP03 gaming mouse. So this is a wired mouse, which provides a much more stable gaming experience. The cord is about 5 feet long, and it works on Windows, Linux, and Macs. However, the side buttons do not work on Macs. The driver also does not work on Macs. Oh, and this also works on Android tablets too that have a USB port. The DPI range goes from 800 to 4800 according to the website. However, according to the manual, I believe it only went up to 4500. So I'm not exactly too sure which one it is. It has 4 lighting modes and 7 programmable buttons, which can be changed with a driver. And as I mentioned, the driver needed for programming the mouse is not compatible with Macs. And in the box, we have the mouse itself and a small user guide in English. So I'm going to show you how the product works and looks. But first, I wanted to mention my Patreon. Patreon is a site that lets you donate money to help support my channel. However, you get stuff out of it as well. For donating, you get perks such as extra drawings for giveaways, sneak peeks at future videos up to a month in advance, just, to name a few. You can find the link for my Patreon in the description below. Okay, so I was going to go and show you how the mouse works. And real quick before I plug it in, I just want to go over some of the features real quick. So here's the bottom, very standard, nothing too special other than it does have the grips. There's no buttons or anything that you have to hassle with on the bottom. Front is a normal grill design right there. Might be a little hard to tell though. And on the side we have the 2 thumb buttons. So for the 7 buttons, I guess I'll go and say is the 2 thumb buttons. You have the left and right clicks, the scroll wheel, which is also a button, and then the 2 DPI changing buttons. And I'm going to show you a little neat trick that I figured out from this. I don't think it was in the user guide. It might have been, but I can't remember. But yeah, so let's go ahead and... Oh, I think... Yeah, it is here. Never mind. It does say here, so I guess I'm nothing special. But yeah, so real quick, if you want to get the driver, you have to contact customer service from the company that you got it from and just tell them, hey, I need the driver. It's easy as that. They'll send it to you. However, I don't care about changing the button capabilities, programming the buttons. So I'm just going to go over pretty much the basics of it. So I'll go and plug it in real quick. Alright, and I'm going to turn off the light. Actually, I'll just lower the brightness a decent amount. That way you can see the lighting on this a little bit better. Alright, there we go. That should be good. Alright, so as I've already told you are the buttons. The lighting goes all the way across here and through the bottom, through the back, on this side, and the lighting is also changing on here. And you can see a little bit also through the buttons over here. Nothing on the bottom, which, I mean, makes sense. You don't really need anything on the bottom. You can see a little bit below as well. So the DPI ranges for this, like I said, is a little bit different than what I saw in the manual or the user guide. So I'm going to tell you what it says online and what it says in the manual. So online it says it's 800, 1600, 2400, 3200, 4000, and 4800. The manual says that it is 800, 1200, 1600, 3200, and 4500. Not too sure which one it is, but either way, it definitely gives you a good range of DPI. And for those who don't know what DPI is, it pretty much is how quick the cursor moves across the screen. So if I move the mouse like an inch, how much it will move across the screen. So if the DPI is low, it'll only move like an inch, versus if it's really high, it might move over like 5 inches. That's just a general way of thinking of it. Or you could think of it as like sensitivity settings as compared to like an Xbox or PlayStation controller. So as you can see, it does have a pretty nice lighting mode, and I'll go and switch between them. So as I mentioned, this is how you switch between the DPIs, is to press these. Well, if you press both of them together, you can switch between the color modes. So here's the first one, which is just the colors going in a rainbow across. This one pretty much slows it down and makes it kind of a longer stream as it goes across. Let me go ahead and turn off this light completely. That might help a little bit. But yeah, it'll go completely across. And then press it again, And now it's gonna go one color at a time, where it kind of goes out, back in, back out, and it'll switch one color at a time for that. And then this one's kind of like a breathing mode. It'll transition between all the colors kind of slowly. So we have yellow, green, light green, and it goes between like a lot of range between the colors, and it's a gradual transition, so it's very smooth. Versus, oh, and then if you press it again, it turns off. But versus like this one, where it's kind of changing really sporadically, which is kind of nice to see as well, because the lighting range for this is quite a bit. So yeah, that's pretty much how you change the coloring on it, how you'd use like the DPI. But yeah, pretty much that covers everything for this mouse. It's a really nice mouse. I used it for gaming. It's very responsive, very well matched with my laptop. I have an Alienware, so the lighting effects also looks really nice with my Alienware. It also looks good with just gaming keyboards in general. If you have any mechanical ones that change colors constantly, it looks really nice with them. Alright everyone, that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. Link to this product is in the description below. Be sure to check out TubeBuddy and my Patreon below as well. Thanks for watching.